Do y'all know what flagging is?
Nope.
Septum ring theory. Yeah. Actually, yeah. I have this ring in my face, and this slit in my eyebrows, and this color in my hair to tell you I don't want to interact with you. And to tell the people who I do want to interact with that I want to interact with them, and I'm safe, and I have similar beliefs to them. Like, y'all have come up with a new name for it, but it's called flagging. It's been a thing for a very, very long time. And in fact, in moments of political unrest like we have right now, where people aren't safe and they're persecuted and they're targeted by their governments, flagging gets stronger. Because I don't actually want to talk to you. I want to signal to the people who I do want to interact with and who I have similar beliefs to. I want to signal from a mile away to them who I am. It happens to also be signaling to you who I am.
I'm the bearded lady. But are you one of the freaks?
Now, I'm going to say a few things in today's video that will probably upset some of you, and I'm sorry, but it's just the truth and it needs to be said. And most of you probably already know, but there are still some people out there that haven't fully woken up to what's really going on. It doesn't matter who you vote for, Democrat or Republican, left or right. It's two sides of the same coin. You have Democrats in the Biden administration pushing open border, DEI, and leftist policies. Then you have the Trump administration and Republicans shutting down the border in these DEI and leftist policies. But they all serve the same master, and it is not the American people. Now, I'm going to show you guys a couple of clips before we go any further. The first clip is of Democrat Governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz, and the second clip is one I played in the last video of Republican Attorney General Pam Bondi, and they both agree that your God-given right to free speech should not include something they call hate speech. Check this out.
I think we need to push back on this. There's no guarantee to free speech on misinformation or hate speech, and especially around our democracy.
A few moments later.
There's free speech, and then there's hate speech. And there is no place, especially now, especially after what happened to Charlie, in our society.
Pardon me, but that's bullshit.
So there you have it. Democrats and Republicans both agree that you should not be allowed to participate in hate speech. Whatever the that is, they never really tell us. Well, that's not 100% true. They do drop us little clues here and there.
The anti-Semitism.
Now, I'm not trying to upset anybody. I'm not calling anyone names. I'm not being a hateful bigot. I am just speaking the truth. So let's take a look at this tweet I have here on the screen from this fella named Keith Woods. Now, we're going to have a look at two pictures. The first picture is 250 United States lawmakers, U.S. lawmakers, over in Israel last week for some kind of conference called 50 States, One Israel. Now, if you don't believe me that that was the name of the conference, the second picture I'm going to show you is the devil himself standing in front of a screen that actually says 50 States, One Israel. The tweet says, 250 U.S. legislatures from both parties visiting Israel under a 50 States, One Israel banner is a little on the nose. No?
Yeah, something fishy's going on.
Now, I could go on and take you guys down a deep rabbit hole and tell you why you're never going to see the Epstein files, the 9/11 files, all of the JFK files, and so on and so forth, but I'm not going to do that. That's a video for another day. But we are going to watch this clip of former governor of Arkansas and current U.S. ambassador to Israel, Mike Huckabee, talking at the 50 States, One Israel conference. And tell me after you listen to this that they don't have this guy on film f***ing kids. Roll it.
This is a nation that is the most resilient I've ever seen on earth. It may sound a little bit this afternoon as if I'm almost speaking on behalf of Israel rather than the U.S., but I want to explain that part of my advocacy in our relationship is because if you came to my house tonight for dinner and you came in and you said, "Oh, Mike, we like you. We really think the world of you. We just enjoy being with you. We're so excited to be here with you and have dinner with you. But your wife, we can't stand her. We don't like her a bit. I hope she's not going to be at the table." I would say, well, she will be. You won't be. Get out. Because if you were to insult my partner, you have insulted me.
That was the biggest load of crap I've ever heard.
Now, with all that being said, I voted for Trump in the last 2 elections, and I'm glad I did. I prefer closed borders, and I'm glad he's trying to get rid of all these DEI policies and all the other nonsense. But unfortunately, when it comes to foreign policy, as I stated earlier, they all serve the same master, and it's not us. I think we should decouple from Israel because that is a very toxic relationship. And if you're not sure about it, maybe look into it sometime and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, we're going to keep it moving with this young lady who thinks that Kamala Harris actually won the election. We really dodged a bullet there, didn't we? Roll it.
Kamala Harris tonight interview with Rachel Maddow on MSNBC. All I can do is shake my head because I am thinking about what we could have had in that White House. Do y'all realize how much peace we would have had? We would have had so much peace. Because as we know, since Trump took office, it has been pure chaos. And I wanted her to say so bad, I told y'all so, but I know she wouldn't do anything like that. But how many people still believe that Kamala won that election? I am forever stuck on she won that election and you can't change my mind that she didn't. How many people still think that Kamala won the election? And before people get in my comments saying get over it, no, I'm not getting over it, because one day we will know the truth that Kamala really did win the election.
Are you fucking dumb?
Now, it's taboo to talk about, but I think we're all aware that there are some serious problems in the black community. And one of those problems is they celebrate criminals. For example, roll it.
What's up, everybody? Did you know that George Floyd's birthday is October the 14th? Yes, his birthday is October the 14th. And I think that we should celebrate his birthday and acknowledge him. That would be great. Share this and let's acknowledge and celebrate George Floyd in remembrance on October the 14th.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Hey guys, real quick, we don't have any sponsors for today's video, but I do want to give a big shout out to today's honorable mention, Melissa Sullivan, for leaving a super thanks on the last video. So, Melissa, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. You
look ridiculous.
And next up, we have this young lady who says if you don't wear a mask to stop the spread of COVID, it's basically the same as eugenics. And no, this is not a video from 3 or 4 years ago. This is from 3 or 4 days ago. Roll it.
Autism isn't a disease. We don't need a cure or prevention. That's just eugenics. So you agree that deciding which disabled folks should and shouldn't exist is eugenics, right? Yes, of course. Well, speaking of actual diseases, why aren't you wearing a mask then? Well, that's different. Is it though? Intentionally spreading deadly diseases that disproportionately impact other disabled people is also a form of eugenics. You're okay with this certain subset of disabled people dying for your comfort. No, that's horrible. Masks are just uncomfortable and make it super hard to breathe. So is getting sick, long COVID, or dying of a completely preventable disease. Your personal discomfort is not an excuse to avoid the issue altogether. I guess. And look, there's so many options now. masks that don't touch your mouth, masks that don't touch your ears, masks that come in so many pretty colors. And even if you can't mask reliably, there's still other ways to take precautions, like avoiding crowded places, distancing hangouts, getting an air purifier, testing often, and requiring others to mask instead. You know what? You're right. Can I try one of those masks? Yep. It's never too late to start masking and taking precautions again.
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
And next up, we have this lovely young lady who says that fat phobia is basically the same thing as racism, and by coming out with Ozempic, they are trying to exterminate fat people, I guess? Roll it.
Understand that it's all the same thing. They're trying to exterminate fat people. They want to get rid of us. It's all white supremacy. Fat phobia is racism. They're so excited that they found a drug that makes it so we don't exist anymore. If tomorrow they released a drug that said, we cured blackness, if you just take this pill, you can be white. It's all the same.
You don't want to die, you fat bitch.
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip of a man on the street interview where this lovely young lady is going to explain to us how one might become non-binary. Oh, thank God, because I've always wondered about that. Anyway, things are clearly getting very crazy out there, guys, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
Like anyone could become non-binary if they felt like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it like, how do you know though? Like, how do I know I'm not non-binary?
Well, you don't. You have to explore your gender. You have to explore sexuality. You have to explore what feels right for you. I believe in trans rights, and I'm non-binary myself.
So that means you're neither male or female.
Yes.
How do you come to that conclusion?
Well, I'm autistic, and I'm never fit in with anyone. So I just think I'm just that. That's how it is.
Could that then, like, argue that sometimes it could be like a medical issue that needs to be looked at first, rather than saying you are non-binary as a straight conclusion?
No, it's not a medical condition. And to be non-binary, it's a blessing.
I don't know what any of that means, but it sounds fucking retarded.
2, 10, 12, 15. Oops, stepping on a. It's black. Anyway.